Hi, my name is Kate Norsworthy, and I am a third grade student at BRCVPA. At my school, I'm able to take dance twice a week, and I learned a jazz square that goes a little like this. Those were jazz hands. And that helped me get selected to dance in the district ballet, which was the best moment of my life. At recess, I'm able to practice my stand-up comedy routine. By the way, ride the ballerina across the road to get to her other pair of tights. The East Baton Rouge Parish School System helped me realize that nothing is impossible. I will be the best stand-up comedian ballerina you've ever seen because of EBR.
Let's give Samantha a round of applause.
The only amount of people I talked to was 5.
You're good.
5 people. Accidentally read.
You can do it. It's all right. It's okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
It's okay. Look. All right. Cool. It's okay. Thank you.
That's right. You can do it next time, okay?
Y'all be patient. Our guy's a little tall. That's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Hi, my name is James Fraken. I'm an 8th grade student at Woodlawn Middle School. When I first got into Woodlawn Middle, it was the first year of quarantine learning, and that proved very challenging for all of us. Even through that, I was given the opportunity to take many different courses to help me grow academically. The teachers here pushed through the challenges of virtual learning and still help me and my entire class learn new things every day. The teachers at Woodlawn not only make sure that no child is left behind, but also push students to work harder in areas that they excel. I was given the opportunity to go into more advanced classes that were 2 grade levels above what I was supposed to be taking because my teachers saw that I had the potential to take more advanced courses. In the 7th and now 8th grade, I have the ability to take high school level courses in math, social studies, and science. From that, the East Baton Rouge school system has helped me realize that nothing is impossible. The care and opportunities provided by my school and its teachers has set me up for success.
Hi, my name is Marcus Turner, and I am an 11th grade student at Liberty High School. Over the summer, I was given the opportunity to work at the IT department at Baton Rouge General as an intern. While working at Baton Rouge General, I learned many things from how to make cables to networking to how to set up computers that would be given to hospital staff so they can help patients. I was also shown what it was like to work in the IT field and how the full-time employees completed their daily duties. I began doing IT during the pandemic and was given the opportunity to learn it on an advanced level. The East Baton Rouge Parish School System helped me realize that nothing is impossible with the care of my teachers and school. The school system has set me up for success.
Hello, my name is Jason G, and I am a senior at Baton Rouge Magnet High School. In my 3 years at Baton Rouge Magnet High, I had the opportunity to take many AP classes and learn from amazing teachers. What I like most about Baton Rouge High is the swim team. Throughout my 12 years of swimming, I have come to realize that swimming is a team sport. Even through my hardest days and most challenging practices, the people on the swim team are always there to support you and help you thrive. In addition, Coach Hall is always available, making sure that everyone has the opportunity to shine. With hard work and support I had, I was able to get first in the LHSAA Division I 100-yard breaststroke. EBR has made me realize that nothing is impossible.
Thank you.
All we overcome. Endless hours of planning, preparing, and building for the minds and hearts that crave more. The time has come. More focused instruction, more innovative choices, more opportunities for success. The pathway has been laid just for you. It's time to take that next step to a brighter future. Welcome to the East Baton Rouge Parish School System.
Let's give our young people a hand. Come on, we can do better than that. Those are our students. Well, it's good that people came out to hear me talk about our school system. So indeed, welcome to the East Baton Rouge Parish School System. I'm the proud superintendent of EBR Schools. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dr. Cito Narcisse. And the 22-23 school year just started a couple of days ago, and already we are seeing the promise of new beginnings, and we're seeing the promise also of inquisitive minds and eager hearts. Much of the heart is due to the tireless and often thankless work of our educators and administrators. So I wanted to begin first this evening by acknowledging the phenomenal work of our principals in our district, along with those who have been recognized as Teachers of the Year. Their accomplishments represent the passion and purpose we expect to exude throughout our school system. If you are a principal or Teacher of the Year, would you please stand so we can recognize you? Let's give them a hand. Make some noise. Give them a great hand. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule today. So, their accomplishments represent the best of our work, but also I thank you for their dedication and compassion to the students and families of East Baton Rouge. Of course, it goes without saying that none of our efforts would be possible without a dedication and commitment of all educators. So if you are just a teacher or any educator in our school system, would you please stand so we can recognize you as well? We do have an overflow room, so they probably stand there. It was so heartwarming to see so many of you welcome your students back on Monday morning with those big smiles. I know you bring that enthusiasm every single day, and that is what makes our district such a special place. If you're an educator, you know it's important that you always think about children first as you build the work that we do. We know the reason our teachers remain in our district is because their love and dedication run deep. They hold a true sense of family and community. They've dedicated their lives to this. In recognition of our teachers' amazing work, we're excited that we'll be providing new stipends to them this school year and salary increase starting the following year. Our plan is to make East Baton Rouge Parish one of the highest paid school systems in the state of Louisiana in the next 3 years. Being able to make tremendous steps like these is in part due to the work of our school board members, which I would also like to acknowledge tonight. Those who are in attendance, would you please stand so we can recognize you as well? Let's give them a hand. I'd like to thank you all for entrusting me with this monumental task. When I was voted as your superintendent, I promised change and progress. And as we all know, change is not always easy. It often comes with roadblocks, stumbles, and hard times. But the hope is that through that process of growing pains, the outcome would be well worth the sacrifice. I'll be the first to admit that as we began the work towards moving our district to a better place, for our students and families, we didn't get everything right. Even though faced with the urgency of immediate action, we could have done things a little bit better. Would you agree? But in the past, we've had missteps, and how these things were communicated, we missed some opportunities to better inform and communicate about necessary changes, improvements, updates. And as a superintendent, I own that. Those oversights and have vowed to work to continue to close those gaps throughout our work. You know, Frederick Douglass says, if there is no struggle, there's no what? That's correct. I hold this quote dear to my heart as I navigate through the gaps we continue to close and the growing pains we endure. But please be assured that every program we implement and every effort we undertake is done in the name of progress for all students in EBR, regardless of socioeconomic status, religion, race, pedigree, or if you reside in North Baton Rouge, Mid-City, or South Baton Rouge. It is imperative that every student and family in our district know that they are valued. And we are continuously working to ensure just that. That is why we support great partners and agencies such as 100 Black Men, Junior League, the Boys and Girls Club, the YMCA, the YWCA, and BREC, which plays such a pivotal part in helping us see stuff. I see you, Corey. And the reality, folks, is that we are in advance, and our goal is to advance and make sure that we're inclusive as our counterparts in our other districts. We are similar to cities like Dallas, Houston, and Miami. We are the state capital of Louisiana. My vision for EBR schools has always been to cultivate a district of endless possibilities. My core belief is that nothing is impossible. It's rooted in the everyday heroes we encounter each day. Ordinary people finding ways to do extraordinary things have always inspired me. Many of you often heard me speak of my Haitian parents. I had a mom who worked in a diner, and my dad was a taxi driver. They were my first example of how access and opportunity can change the trajectory of a family's life. And here with me tonight is my wife, Dr. Maritza Gonzalez. Hon, would you mind standing? Let's give her a hand. She has been the pillar of love, strength, and stability of our family. And I want to publicly acknowledge you. Muchas gracias. As a first-generation graduate from El Salvador, she also came from a hardworking family that benefited from educational access and opportunity. As many of you know, a child's education is about more than reading, writing, and arithmetic. Providing a holistic approach to education includes ensuring that boundaries are removed from their ability to gain access and opportunity to all that is available to them. The children of East Baton Rouge Parish have the advantage of being in a city with an overabundance of resources and talent. And as the capital of the state of Louisiana, Baton Rouge is plentiful in the arts, culture, governmental influence, business ventures, and a deep-rooted sense of community. I often say our city does not have a lack of resources. Where we often struggle is coordinating those resources to maximize our collective efforts, which would in turn benefit the entirety of our community. As superintendent, it has been a priority to rally together those resources to make them readily accessible to our students and their families. We know that if education is prioritized early in a child's life, then it will set them on a path of success to be productive and invaluable citizens. You see, for Baton Rouge, this is even more vital because research has proven that approximately 75% of residents that are born here stay here. So we are making an investment not only in our children's lives for their own edification, but for the betterment of our city. That is why we have emphasized and invested in early childhood education and made kindergarten mandatory for our students. That's right, clap. That's right. We know that a crucial time in a child's development, those years are important from 0 to 4. And we want to thank publicly Governor John Bel Edwards and Senator Cleo Fields for the diligent work in supporting legislation for early childhood education and for investing in our youngest students. Let's give them a hand. You see, the future of the East Baton Rouge Parish school system is bright because the path is paved with bricks of consistency, cohesiveness, and clarity. I'm really proud of the work done in creating a strategic plan based on 4 cornerstones. 1, student achievement. 2, employee development. 3, operational excellence. And 4, exemplary customer service. This strategic plan has measurable key performance indicators and defined benchmark assessments. Each cornerstone has keys to success, and that is derived from those KPIs to help us stay aligned and on track to achieve the goals we have outlined for our district. We begin working to create a pathway for the students of East Baton Rouge Parish to ensure their achievement and overall academic success. We believe there are keys to elevating the lives of students from cradle to career that will set them up for success. First is access to quality early childhood education for children ages 0 to 4. Next, entrusting children are kindergarten ready, which is even more pertinent now with Governor recently signing Act 414, which made kindergarten mandatory for children in Louisiana. The third, we ensure students enter 3rd grade at or above reading level. Fourth is ensuring a successful transition to middle school and providing rich learning opportunities for pre-high school. Fifth, we accelerate the number of students earning industry-based credentials that meets the city's needs from 8th grade to graduation. And finally, accelerating the number of students graduating on time with an associate's degree or a statewide industry-based credential, and who are TOPS eligible. Thanks to the dynamic work of our technology and accountability departments, those details have been converted into what we call a digital scorecard that lives on our website and is updated quarterly. It is important to have these items accessible to all, not only for transparency, but to be used as an academic checkpoint for our families. As a community, you have entrusted us with your child's education, and having access to tools like these show the steps we're making in helping to create that bright future for the students and families of EBR. You see, the path we are creating is paved with endless possibilities. Nelson Mandela famously said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." And with that in mind, we have named the 22-23 school year, we are forging ahead with Nothing is Impossible. I've been in the role for almost 2 years, and the work we've managed to accomplish in that amount of time has been outstanding. To be certain, I don't do this work alone. My leadership team is constantly supporting me on a daily basis, and I want to thank them for their tireless efforts. And the work of our educators and staff has been great and will continue to be student-centric. We will continue to find ways to provide numerous levels of support and renewed opportunities. This requires consistent assessments of needs of alignment of resources. While preparing for the school year, one of the most significant feedback points I received was relief that we were not making drastic changes to the systems used to monitor and measure student progress. While I won't go into the details on all of our measuring systems, I think it is important to emphasize the philosophy we've adopted regarding testing and scores. I know the progress of our students and staff cannot be measured by a single test. That is why for the East Baton Rouge Parish School System, we have multiple touch points to assess progress and areas of improvements for students. We know that more families and staff, as they become more familiar with our operating systems, the greater the results. We want to also ensure our families to understand these measuring systems and their role as they support their children at home. As many of you know, we recently received LEAP scores for last year. We are very encouraged by the progress our students are making, especially when you consider turbulence of the past few years with the 2006 flood and the COVID pandemic. Our students and teachers have done an amazing job shifting focus back to the classroom. Overall, the district increased in their mastery and other grade levels. And that means we are in the what? Right direction. Through a myriad of local, and let's give that a hand, and that's because of our educators. Through a myriad of local assessments and partnerships, we've been able to bring more attention to early childhood literacy. I saw someone wearing a shirt the other day that said, "Literacy and justice for all." And it helped to illuminate the fact that literacy is a civil right for every human being. The notion is that the foundation which our literacy blueprint was built on. In conjunction with the Mayor's Joint Task Force, EBR's Division of Literacy Department began working on the literacy blueprint with the goal of making Baton Rouge the literacy capital of Louisiana. We officially released this living document in June of this year, and the implementation and tactics outline are already underway. The plan includes details on what the district will do to increase literacy rates, like having literacy coaches at each school. It also outlines how the community can be involved in this effort. Everyone in the audience should have received a copy of the literacy blueprint. For those streaming this tonight, I encourage you to visit our website to see the complete plan and be a part of helping to make our literacy goal a reality sooner rather than later. We'd like to thank Mayor President Sharon Weston Broome and her staff for their tremendous partnership in this vital literacy advancement. When we speak about the future of our children, we have to be realistic about the challenges they face daily. As we work to create nurturing and productive learning environments, we must always keep in mind that every student, in every classroom, in every community, every day may be dealing with something. Perhaps it's never before encountered obstacles, or they may be struggling with an existing complication. Whatever the case, it is our duty to provide as many levels of support as possible across this parish. Through our multi-tier systems of support, also known as MTSS, we're focusing on individualizing school plans, implementing student support teams, and social-emotional learning for both students and staff. We are working towards our goal of having at least 27 licensed professional counselors or social workers that will service elementary, middle, and high school. And thanks to expanding partnerships with our medical partners like Baton Rouge General Hospital and Ochsner and Our Lady of Lake, we've opened various school-based health clinics at Claiborne Elementary that will offer health services to students and wellness programs for its staff members throughout the BRG Fit team. They have expanded on the work Our Lady of Lake has been offering our school community for years in providing school-based clinics and services. As you know, it's about the whole child. We also like to thank our hospital partners, Our Lady of Lake, Ochsner, and Baton Rouge General, which have provided mental health advisors to our schools as a part of the social-emotional learning efforts. We've increased counselors from 1 to every 300 students, the most we've ever had. Let's give that a hand. And if you are representing those hospitals, I know you might be in here, can you all stand? Ochsner, Baton Rouge General, and Our Lady of Lake. We cannot do this without your work and support. We are thankful to leaders as you to help us kind of move this work. You see, social-emotional learning has become an integral part of how we approach educating our students, and it shows itself in various forms. We are so thankful to also other partners such as Warwick Dunn and Pepsi Stronger Together, who have utilized their platform to help students in our district overcome loss and obstacles along the teaching them how to better communicate through the Betty's Hope program. Warwick is here with us this evening. Would you please stand if you're here, Warwick? There you go. We thank you for your tireless work in bettering the lives of the students whose families are in our community. If no one has told you thank you, thank you. Our eye care team also continues to be a vital resource for our students, not just when emergencies and tragedies happen, but consistently. Their productive approach to trauma-informed care for both our students and teacher population is an invaluable asset to our district. I recently had the chance to spend time with members of the ICRED team during the ISTE conference, ISTE 2022 conference in New Orleans. It was invigorating to witness their level of expertise and how they shared their best practices for trauma-informed care with others across the country. This school year, they will continue their prevention work and will include new subject matter such as bullying. Let's give them a hand. Our counselors and support service staffs continue to monitor trends in students' needs, along with reporting students' feedback on what they wish to have more of. The appreciation and desire to have creative outlets are in high demand. Music and the arts are playing multiple ways in our school system in a student's learning ability, problem-solving skills, and team-building mechanisms. And we are seeing more students interested in the arts as a career path. You saw firsthand this evening one of our shining stars, Kate, from the Baton Rouge Center for Visual and Performing Arts, as she expressed her intentions of making a career out of her love for dance and comedic expression. Because of the growing need to have a dedicated space for these interests, our Arts Conservatory will be a welcome addition to our school district in 23-24 school year. Our Arts Conservatory will be the premier hub for those students who want a full integration of arts programming and training, similar to New Orleans Center for Career Arts, NOCA, which is provided in New Orleans. We'll continue to strive and provide unique arts and music experiences for our students. Providing inclusive and integrated learning experience does not stop with the arts. Research is showing that our Hispanic population is the fastest growing subgroup in our district. Our English as a second language department continues to work tirelessly to meet the needs of our English learners. Realizing this effort takes providing support for both students and families, parent, and family engagement, which is a vital component in the work to achieve English proficiency and college and career readiness. We have a responsibility to help children think beyond what they may see in front of them. Too often, young people are given very narrow views of the options awaiting them after graduating high school. So, the premise of the Pathways to Bright Future program was to provide students with access and opportunity. And this access and opportunity would enlighten and expose them to the endless possibilities available to them right here in our city. This undertaking took the insight of research, manpower of several entities working together with a common goal of empowering students for a lucrative career postgraduate or providing them with a jumpstart to their college careers by earning college credit while they are in high school. And for some, even being able to attain their associate's degree along the way or their industry-based credential. We'd like to thank a diverse group of partners who eagerly joined us in our efforts to share the industry-based knowledge and facilities to engage our students in a real-world workforce experience. Our students are learning more than traditional school subjects. They're using hands-on tools and materials to apply their classroom knowledge to actual potential career paths and putting their education into a real-world context. The Louisiana Department of Education has been wonderful and are also co-collaborating with us on providing a progressive approach on supporting our students. Also, the Baton Rouge Area Youth Network, which comprises of more than 90 partners and organizations who've been an outstanding partner by providing a variety of out-of-school programs for students. If you are a member of the BRAIN Network, could you please stand, because I would love for people to see you. Let's give them a hand. And I promise you, there's many more people than those three that stood up. We also want to commend the faith-based leaders in our community for working to share our efforts in our community. As you may know, they play a critical component in reaching those who may not seek assistance from a school. If there are any faith-based leaders with us tonight, could you please stand so we can acknowledge you? Any pastors, any faith-based leaders? There you go. In addition to the Baton Rouge Area Chamber and its president, Adam Knapp, have been instrumental as investors in our school system and aiding in our business and industry partnership as evidence of their belief in our innovative programs and new trajectories. With input from educators, our post-secondary partners such as Chancellor Willie Smith and Vice Chancellor Sarah Barlow at BRCC, along with Chancellor John Pierre and Dr. Peoples that I saw just walk in at Southern University, and LSU, community partners like Stanford Children Louisiana, Dr. Libby Saunier with the Louisiana Policy Institute for Children, and business partners affiliated throughout the Baton Rouge Area Chamber, we were able to create a program that saves families money on the cost of college or certifications, along the assisting of local businesses with filling workforce gaps in fields that are high demand, high wage, and high growth. Pathways to the, yes, that's right, let's give them a hand. Pathways to Bright Futures holds the truth in its name. It was designed to offer a pathway for students that was made to usher them into a bright and bold future where they have been equipped with the skills and knowledge needed to help them create the lives they want. The 5 pathways were created from the input we received about what career fields will be most viable from now to the foreseeable future in Baton Rouge and our region. They include technology, construction and manufacturing, medical and pre-med, transportation and logistics, and liberal arts and business management. The pilot program, affectionately known as the First Class for PBF, was held at Glen Oaks High School. I'd like to personally thank Principal Signator and Ms. Saguna Mayweather for their guidance and care given to that first class. Will you both please, so we can both stand so we can acknowledge you. You helped show how this program can work for all students. Principal Signator was quoted in the business report as saying that the Pathways of Bright Future program gave inspiration and hope. This school year, all incoming freshmen will have the opportunity to take either an advanced placement class, dual enrollment, or get on track to earning an industry-based credential. This achievement is thanks in part to countless people and organizations who saw the potential of the program and lent their support, one of which is Senator Regina Barrow, who assisted in procuring state funding for the Pathways to Bright Future program. Would you please stand so we can recognize you, Senator? We thank you for your support, and we continue to say thank you for everything that you do. The foundation of PBF expanded to allow us to offer even more opportunities for our students directly related to their interests. For us, it has always been important to keep students connected to their area of study. And the students tell me that getting paid along the way is a terrific benefit. I would agree. I spoke earlier about galvanizing the resources available to us and being able to partner with our local businesses to offer high school seniors paid internship, and this is a perfect example of this idea. Early this evening, you heard from Marcus. Marcus, who has been a part of a pilot internship with the Baton Rouge General Hospital. He, along with his mother, Jamie, and Mom, I don't know if you're here. If you're here, could you raise your? Let's give her a hand. And also John Selvage are here with us tonight. Actually, would you all just please stand? Stand. Let's give them a hand. Let's give them a hand. Marcus has received firsthand experience not only in the field of interest, but in other transferable skills such as customer service, time management, and leadership development. See, the growth of our public school system will be built on a variety of high-quality educational options for students. It does not matter if the school is traditional, magnet, what other schools we have? Choice, right? Or charter. EBR Schools is a portfolio district that provides parents with options. and choice. As long as they are choosing EBR, that is all that counts. And so our job is to help them succeed. Let's give that a hand. You see, we've expanded our portfolio of schools to now include focused choice schools, which are theme-based schools designed to be competitive and supported by a community partner who assists the district in a specialized area of expertise. Thematically, focused choice schools are aligned with the 5 career pathways outlined in the Pathways to Bright Future program. You see, the interest and support of our first 2 focused choice schools have been through the roof. Park Medical Academy and the Eva Lagarde Center for Coastal and Environmental Studies are set to provide students with unique learning opportunities and enriched settings. Park Medical Academy's community partner is the Baton Rouge General Medical System. I'd like to extend a special thanks to Elgato Tenero, the CEO of Baton Rouge General, and the Baton Rouge General leadership team for taking a risk and saying we need to do something bold. Let's give them another hand. Park Medical Academy started with a 6th grade cohort. These students will experience various aspects of the medical field, including pharmaceutical, medical technology, human resource, finance, clinical studies, and more. The Eva Lagarde Coastal School and Environmental Studies will focus on addressing the needs of current and future environmental concerns, such as coastal erosion, mitigation and conservation efforts. Its community partner is LSU, which will provide its expertise in STEM-based instruction to help students learn about and address the environmental challenges facing Louisiana specifically. I'd like to extend a special thanks to President Tate, Dean Roland Mitchell, and Dean Chris D'Elia of the Water Coastal School for their support. If you were here, could you please stand? As we continue to push these opportunities for access for the students in our school system, the Eva Lagarde Center is a great example of those efforts in action. Any student who graduates from Eva Lagarde with a 3.0 GPA and 19 core units will be guaranteed admission into LSU for their first year in college. It is important to mention how these programs are also intended to save students and families money. Imagine that. Regardless of which pathway they choose after high school, and we intend to continue to expand our focused choice school portfolio. These are practical programs and advantages that can be expressed in real dollar value for families and students. The overall value of these types of opportunities is groundbreaking, and to put it plainly, life-changing for many of our students. These are the types of examples we mean when we say nothing is impossible. And it is only the beginning of the work to be done. As we continue to work with our community partners and build alliances with those who wish to support our school system, we do so with the mindset of providing the best possible educational experiences for our students. With that in mind, I want to reiterate and emphasize the importance of the teachers and parents in our community and how important their roles and collaboration have been to elevating student achievement. We know the toll it takes on them in the effort to help the children in our district, and our appreciation for what they do every day cannot be overstated. We are forever grateful for the work of entities such as the EBR Foundation, the Wilson Foundation, Capital Area United Way, Stanford Children Louisiana, just to name a few, who time and time again find ways to step up and be there for our students. Enrich partners with agencies such as BREC, Volunteers in Public Schools, faith-based leaders, and the Talent Action Collaborative continue to assist in providing the support needed to our district. And as we continue to expand the thinking of what a district portfolio looks like, we can provide and be for a community our business partners, such as the Baton Rouge Area Chamber, for thinking about how do we fill gaps for workforce development. These are just a few of the examples that drive home the importance of creating an ecosystem of limitless possibilities. Children are too often shown challenges. They know them too well. In this district, we want to be champions of the counter narrative. We want to stress the notion that anything is achievable, that nothing is impossible. And that is why we desire to be a great school district. If you had told me, the younger version of me, riding the subways in New York City with braids in my hair, baggy jeans, and Timberland boots, that one day I wouldn't have hair, that I'd be wearing a suit almost every single day and be in charge and become the superintendent of the second largest school district in Louisiana, I would have laughed in disbelief. You see, but despite my cynicism, I had teachers and mentors around me that challenged me to think beyond my circumstances, to dare to dream bigger than I've ever before. And because of their push, I am standing here in front of you today. So as we gather tonight, we don't just share our excitement for our new school year. We want to share the passion and promise of a new and bold direction for the students. So take a look at this video.
I want to be a veterinarian.
When I grow up, I would hope to be an engineer.
Something in science, probably medical.
I like cooking for people.
Maybe a lawyer or a doctor. I'm interested in neurology, I believe.
I love school.
I think school is getting you ready for the real world.
It's like stressful.
I think school is really enjoyable, very fun and stressful at the same time.
Yeah, it's stressful and good.
One thing that I definitely could say about our school is that it definitely exposes us to the realness.
I think school is going to prepare us for our career and real-life settings.
Many teachers sometimes, go like the extra mile for you and put in work for you.
Even our teachers, I guess you could say, they keep it real.
I love being in the social setting of other people and learning together. The classes, they're very interesting, informative, and very engaging.
Like the workload is really high, but also I'm learning stuff that I want to learn.
And we can choose what we want to learn about, based on what we like.
Well, if you don't know what to do, then you're not really gonna succeed in doing it.
There's a lot of work that goes into getting good grades and actually succeeding in the class. It's interesting to see how the brain works. It's like what makes us function, yet we don't know that much about it.
No matter how much I might hate doing my work, I still do it so I can get somewhere in life. If you start doing it when you're young, then it'll be kicking even more. You take what you learn and then apply it into the real world.
I've been taking all the knowledge, just putting it in one place and keeping it for when I need it.
I would know what I'm getting into, so I would realize, do I really want to do this or do I want to go somewhere else?
You have to be aware and be knowledgeable about what you're really getting into.
So the learning styles are definitely very diverse and are very helpful for multiple students because not everyone has the same mentality, and not everybody works the same way. Some people work at a faster, slower pace and stuff. So I definitely think that helps. Not only that, but there are a whole bunch of classes that are open to anyone and everyone.
I think it's really important to know, expand my choices so I can know what I want to do, like what I actually want to do. Meeting new people. That is, and learning more. That is one of the things that I aim to do every day.
Education is important because it's our job and our responsibility to show the kids in our schools what is out there for them.
Education is important to me for one reason, because I feel like every single child, regardless of their background, should have opportunities to learn and grow and be exposed to different things that can help them in their life.
Focus Choice Schools are a new portfolio of programs that the district is offering that are theme-based schools that have an industry or post-secondary partnership. So what we work really hard to do is make sure that students know that they have every opportunity that they want to take. It doesn't have to be college. It can be workforce. It could be go straight into a career. It could be partnering with Young Entrepreneurs Academy and developing, a business plan. Whatever it's going to be, they just have to make sure that they are going to prepare and ready for it.
I think just the opportunity and the exposure that children are given now to so many different things. I have children who are entering high school this year, and just thinking about some of what they have access to, opposed to what I had access to. It's like two different worlds.
Experiential learning is what contextualizes the ideas and the content that students are exposed to in the classroom. It makes real the things that they're learning in the classroom, but at the same time it exposes them to potential opportunities that are changing and developing more rapidly every day.
I think having the opportunity to do something versus hearing about it or hearing why it's important is always going to be more valuable for a kid than just even seeing a video. But when you actually get an opportunity to do something, that memory sticks with you. And if you're really interested in it and you can understand all of the responsibility that comes with whatever that career may be.
Everything that you do prepares you for what you're going to do. And from the earliest years, we are preparing young people for fitness, for human fitness, for mental fitness, to be able to serve in this community of man. All kinds of things are changing every day, and so we have to teach adaptability to young people and transferable skills.
They made that change. They adapted. They're flexible. They're going to rise to the occasion.
That's motivation. And then for an employer, it's essential, right? Because the employer can kick the tires and be like, okay, is this a person that I want to hire?
I just think that as a district, we're moving in the right direction with the opportunities that we're offering to students, just really making what they do in the classroom every day relevant.
They always prefer that just strive to do the best that you can, which, it's great motivation for whatever you're doing in life.
Nothing is impossible.
You know, we had a long conversation considering the nothing is impossible theme because technically it is a grammatical error, a double negative. But being a double negative, it correctly means everything is possible. Everything we're doing for the students in East Baton Rouge Parish is in an effort to create a positive future for our children. But the truth is that getting a high-quality education has seemed impossible for too many children in this district far too long. They have faced obstacles many of us could not comprehend in their communities and at school. There are children who may not have a stable home life. Some may not even get a proper dinner. They might be wearing a dirty uniform, or they may not have help with their homework. As unjust as this may be, those are the realities for far too many. As a school district, it is our job to fill the needs of the students we care for each day. As President John F. Kennedy said, if not us, who? If not now, when? I submit to you that we must be the ones, and the time is now. There's no more room for complacency, and that is why we've begun to act. So I want to be clear. The initiatives we are implementing are indeed bold. Some are out of the box. They are a dramatic change from the traditional methods that have often lagged and left our students languishing. But they come through years of research and evolution of processes. They are refined and reimagined. The question is, what do you imagine can be the future of our students and our community? When I think about the potential, we can harp on the traditional, comfortable thoughts, or we can imagine and operate differently. We are charged with making a positive difference for every student. And with nothing is impossible as our mantra, we will do just that. Thank you for joining us this evening, and I hope you have a wonderful